What's good with y'all? Right now, 2K's in the middle of a slump that's been going on for the past few years, where they've been dropping games that aren't well received by majority of the players. And it feels like every year, whenever they come out with a new game, the quality's been getting worse and worse. And right now, it almost feels like buying a new 2K is just you getting finessed out of your bread, especially after 2K25, which in my opinion is the worst 2K of all time. Check out this video if you want my full explanation on that. But what happened? What caused 2K's games to decline so much in quality, and what made the community completely turn on them? Where did it all start? Today we're going to talk about the day 2K lost its aura, and I'm going to highlight what specific things they implemented that ended up ruining the game. Let's get into it. On November 10th in 2020, Take-Two dropped NBA 2K21, the first 2K to drop on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Now before launch, the hype was unreal. Everybody couldn't wait to see what type of game 2K cooked up on a new next-gen console. Especially since the last time we got a next-gen game, the result was incredible, with 2K14 being regarded as one of the better 2Ks to have ever come out. So everyone was excited, and when the release date came, people were having a great time on their new consoles with this new game that looked amazing. But as the new game hype wore off, we realized something. Beneath the surface, 2K21 felt empty, and that's because 2K21 wasn't just another 2K. It was the moment where the game's priority shifted. 2K21 was the beginning of 2K's decline. Here are the reasons why. At this point, it's normal to us, but 2K's become really aggressive when it comes to pushing microtransactions. Today, you can't go anywhere in the game without them trying to force you to buy something. You're forced to buy VC or else you'll literally not be able to compete with the people who do spend money. It's no longer about skill, it's about who's willing to open their wallet. And this all started in 2K21. Let me show you the numbers. Here's a graph representing how much it costs to fully upgrade your build to 99 overall from 2K20 to 2K25. In 2K20, it took around 325,000 VC to fully max out your build, which is a lot, but seems like nothing compared to these later 2Ks. In 2K21, you see a bit of a spike from 325 to around 375, an increase of 50k VC, which will cost you some extra dollars and now bump up the cost to around $100 per build. And when you look over, you see 2K22 and 23, the overall most expensive years in 2K history when it comes to upgrading your player. The average went from 375,000 to around 450,000 for 2K22 and 475,000 in 2K23. Now the reason I say 2K21 is the starting point is because it was the first year that 2K inflated their prices. And it worked, which made them want to see how far they could go with it before they received any pushback. And in turn, they increased the amount of VC required to max out a build by 20% in 2K22 and another 5% in 2K23 before receiving well-deserved pushback from the community and lowering the price back down to where it was in about 2K21. But see, the build is one thing. We haven't even talked about the absurd prices of clothes, boosts, or animations. I honestly couldn't tell you why the clothes are so expensive. It makes no sense. In fact, some clothes are more expensive on 2K than they are in real life. Don't believe me? A do-rag in real life can cost as low as 50 cents, but in 2K it goes for 15,000 VC, which in real life is 5 bones. That's $5 for a virtual do-rag, gang. We're not even gonna talk about how they'll sell you the most regular white tee for like 30k VC, which is $10, when you can buy a pack of them in real life for less. And my team in itself is just you gambling and wasting money on packs like a crackhead. I low-key feel like y'all be getting scammed the most, but anyway, on top of all that, the base price of the game went from a cool $60 to $70, which nobody wanted, and I can see the price rising again soon from $70 to $80, which would make the average video game you buy run you almost $100. 2K is already expensive as it is. If they did this, which they probably will, just buying the game and maxing out one build will run you basically $200 before you even do anything. And let's be real, nobody only has one build. The average 2K player has at least 3, a guard, a wing, and a big man. So for the average 2K players with 3 builds, it would cost nearly $400 just to play the game. $400 or hundreds of grueling hours slaving away in my career. Now the over monetization is bad, but it's only the tip of the iceberg. Now the next thing that made 2K lose its aura are the foundational parts of gameplay being completely neglected or ruined. Core parts of gameplay like the shooting and the defense have only gotten worse from 2K21 to now. It seems like every year there's been something going on with the shooting. They try to put in all these new systems like shot aiming and rhythm shooting, and I don't have a problem with either of those things. In fact, fact, I think rhythm shooting is pretty cool, but the problem I have is 2K trying to force us to use it by making shooting with the button consistently dang near impossible, and I don't like that because you should be able to shoot how you want to shoot. Also, rhythm shooting and the 100 different timings they put on your jump shot is just them trying to stop Zens, but it's not working. And as a billion-dollar company, y'all know y'all could have fixed it without breaking core mechanics. And defense, oh my gosh, the defense hasn't been good since 2K20. There's always something wrong. In 21, the main problem was that you couldn't stick people without sliding everywhere, and in all the other 2Ks after, the paint defense has been terrible. Shot contests are non-existent, and even if you have a 95 steal and are perfectly in the passing lane, you will not steal the ball. They'll let you just tap the ball and then let the other team get it back. And bro, that animation they give you when you're playing help defense that makes you turn around mad slow, Ronnie, take that out the game, please. Because now I can't play any help defense or else my man's gonna drop 15 on me. Then my team's gonna say it's my fault we lost, knowing dang well that the only reason I'm helping is because the guard can't guard anyone, it's whoever offense. Another thing that bothers me is the lack of common sense. 2K20 was a good game where most of the time what was supposed to happen actually happened, but from 20 to 21, I don't know what happened. I think when they split up the dev team and made them make 2 different games, with all the things they had to do, adding common sense to the list was too much. 2K21 through 24 all had dumb stuff happening, but the most speechless I've ever been playing a game is on 2K25. And I'm not gonna lie, this is mostly about 2K25 because for some reason, the newest game has the least amount of common sense. Like, these other games are bad, but this is a whole new level. I don't know if it's the pro play or what, but the stuff you see in 25 will legit have you scratching your head. And sometimes it feels like your player just has the lowest IQ of all time. Like the amount of times I was supposed to get a steal, but my player just didn't feel like picking the ball up, or the times I should have got a rebound, but my player just ran past the ball, or the times I had an open lane, but my player would do the slowest, most blockable animation known to man and get that joint spiked to another continent. Stuff like that gets me tight because I know exactly what it is. It's that freaking slingshot effect they put in to make bums feel better. That's a whole reason in itself. And one last thing, why can nobody go baseline anymore? Literally every time you go baseline in this game, they say you're out of bounds. And there have been plenty of times where they call out of bounds when literally nothing happened. You could catch the ball near the baseline and they'll say you're out of bounds. Like, come on, bro, that don't even make no sense. And that leads to the biggest problem. 2K just isn't fun anymore. With all these glitches and exploits ruining the game every year, from the speed glitch in 21 to the L2 cheese in 25, it's kind of hard to have a good time on 2K. Now with this, I am gonna say I don't think it's 100% 2K's fault the game isn't fun. Though I think they take majority of the blame for that, the toxic people who use every exploit each year to win games, you're part of the problem. Obviously 2K should make it to where there's no exploit, but abusing an exploit to win is lame to me. Like, you can win games that way, but it takes no skill and you're not actually having any fun doing it, which is the whole point of playing the game. That's a problem, but the main problem is 2K's just worried about the wrong thing and their own decisions ruined their game. They focused on gimmicks and money while ignoring the basics: smooth shooting, real defense, and actual competition. If 2K brings all that back, there's literally no way they fail, I'm telling you. But as of right now for 2K, the aura's gone, and 2K26 might be able to fix that, but I'm not counting on it. We'll just have to see. At the end of the day, 2K lost it all the moment they chose profits over players. Until that changes, they'll just continue to be a shell of their former self. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.